it's feeling, I don't know, it's feeling new, it's feeling 2024, it's feeling cute, like it's feeling a lot.
Fun, fresh.
Fun and fresh and good vibes.
All the adjectives.
Yeah,
y'all know the vibe.
Yeah, y'all already know it.
Hi, y'all. My name is Denasia, and I'm a 22-year-old Type A Black girl from Las Vegas who just moved to New York City last year to work for L'Oreal as a financial analyst.
Hey y'all, my name is Faith, and I'm a 23-year-old Type A Black girl from AZ living in Denver, working remotely for Cisco as a business analyst.
This season is finally here, and we can't wait to share more about our personal lives, working big girl jobs,
relationships, and life in general as Type A Black girls. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Type A Black Girls Season 8. It's looking good.
It's looking great.
I'm feeling great. I'm not gonna hold you. Like
I'm really excited.
It's feeling, I don't know, it's feeling new, it's feeling 2024, it's feeling cute, like it's feeling a lot.
Fun, fresh.
Fun and fresh and good vibes.
All the adjectives.
Yeah,
y'all know the vibe.
Yeah, y'all already know it. Y'all already know the vibes. We're gonna have a really good episode this for today. Last time, season 7, the last episode, we talked about like 2023 goals and things like that, but I could only be there for a limited amount of time, and so we had to go, so we couldn't finish our 2024 goals. And honestly, if maybe you haven't made that vision board, you haven't written down the 2024 goals, this is why we're posting it now, so you can get it. We're still early in the year.
Very. And honestly, I feel like even if you do have a vision board, I don't know about y'all, but January has been a lot.
It's been ripping and running. You've had a lot of people at your house too.
I haven't had a weekend alone since last year. Which is crazy. But honestly, I feel like even if you do have your vision board set out for the 2024 year, don't be afraid to revisit that and come up with a new one.
Huge.
Sometimes goals don't align. So, this is your time to kind of revisit those, see if you're on track, redo that vision board.
I will say though, like I think as type A girlies, like it was really hard for me to be like, I made something in November. I was like, I'm going to do something like before I turn 25, whatever. I have this whole list. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this doesn't align. Like in a month and a half, this doesn't align to what I wanted November 17th. But nobody's going to kill me if I change what my goals are.
Thank you. You're not going to get punished. Like you can change goals and not feel like, okay, that's a goal that's now failed. If anything, it's just a revamped one.
Yeah, revamp it. Like it's okay. Like I had 25 goals by 25 and I was like, this one doesn't align, or this doesn't make sense with what I want now.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Just change it. Even if I want to change it September 1st, that is okay, because it's not aligning to what my goals are. Yes, it hurts because it's like I put this down and a year I'm gonna do that. But at the end of the day, like nobody's dying.
Yeah,
we gotta remember that as type A girlies, because we can get real stringent real quick, and it's like, girl, it's okay. I have to remind myself, like, it's not that deep. Nobody's dying. Chill. Oh. Chill, please.
We're not saving lives.
We're not saving lives. I promise you that.
We would probably be at work right now in the hospital. We wouldn't be here.
And it never gave that. I can't do blood. Honestly, I was cutting some pears this morning, and Denasia's knives are so freaking sharp. Literally, I was like, hey, Mom, do you have a Band-Aid? Because I literally was like cutting them. And mind you, I did not touch the bottom part, but the top part was so sharp. Like I have 3 cuts in my hand right now. I just took off the Band-Aid.
Mind you, I didn't even buy them knives. That's Mama Thompson.
That's Mama Thompson.
She said, well, how are your knives looking? I said, they're looking fine. She said, they're probably not that sharp, are they? I said, I mean, what else am I cutting? Like, I'm not doing nothing crazy up in here, but I had new knives on my doorstep the next day. So
love a good mom. Moms and grandmas just be sending stuff.
My grandma sent me literally a text in all caps right before we came here. She said, Grandma loves you very much. I am in continuance of prayer for love again. You are greatly loved. I said, I love you. Because that was out the blue. Like, all caps. Never not in caps either.
Really? Your grandma texted?
We've been trying to buy her an iPhone since 2017. She will not cape. Like, she's been using the flip phone Motorola. Like, it's her dying wish. Like, literally, it's literally like we cannot break her from that phone. So everything comes in like paragraphs in all caps.
That is amazing. And she just be dun dun dun.
She don't get no pictures. If I gotta send a picture, I gotta send it to Auntie Sharonda. Auntie Sharonda show her. I said, Grandma, we got to stop. She said, I love my flip phone.
And honestly, she's gonna keep that flip phone to the end of the earth.
That flip phone is not going nowhere.
Nowhere. You're getting all caps for life. But we're gonna go ahead and start with question of the week. Actually, we're gonna go with where our outfits are from because you can
Oh,
finally
yes.
see all of our outfits. We
Our
didn't do it our first.
Udid.
We didn't do our first episode, but Moms,
Yeah.
where's your outfit from?
This is from Ego. This top, I think, is from Zara. These shoes are Fila's.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you?
We have this. I don't know how I haven't lost this because we were just talking about how we lose jewelry. Like, I don't even know. But Dammy got me this one of these years. Sheen. If I lose it, we good. Crocs with Jujutsu Kaisen gibbets. Just if you know, you know. That's one of the best animes. It gets gory. Oh my gosh, there was this one scene, Moms, and like literally every season gets at more and more gory. This last season, there was his power. I don't know what his power is, but like full subway. And sometimes when we get in the subway, I get really scared because this. Mind you, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon.
Scared in general. I'm not.
No.
Subway's scary in general.
Subway is scary. Literally, his power. He went like this, and all you saw was the windows of the subway. Everybody's heads cut off.
What is this called?
Jujutsu Kaisen. So
It's on
basically.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, basically, like they there's this place in Japan called Shibuya Station. It's called the Shibuya.
Booyah.
Yeah,
Booyah.
But what is it? And they all the the villains were like just shut everything down. They was killing like just loads of people. Like, and they just wanted all the the superheroes to come so that we could be like, we gonna kill all y'all one by one, basically. And we're going to put the man that could probably save everybody in this box, and nobody can open it. The whole season, this man, nobody can open this box.
How'd they get him in the box?
Girl, I forgot how they got him in the box. That was the first episode, but yeah, no, Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm not gonna hold you. I think I've talked about anime a lot on this pod, but
Yeah.
honestly, I thought it was for
Noted.
weirdos because you know they was running in high school. They
You're sick.
they really didn't market anime
I hope you
that
know that.
well. They
But them hands was behind the back,
you see
bro.
what- yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
bro.
Yeah.
That's also, I was like, I don't really know how to get into it because I was like, for one, I have a weird thing about like dubs. I don't know if it was dubbed.
Oh, I can only do dub. I can't do sub. I don't want.
I'd rather do sub than dub because when them words don't match up to what they saying,
Oh, I don't care about
I'm
that.
like, bro, like I'd rather just read it.
No,
than
because
the words not match.
I think that's why I can't do musicals because I have to hear, especially if they're recorded. Like for example, Hamilton, and I know this is a really intense.
This is a hot take.
This is a very hot take,
Very
but like
hot.
I have to think about what I learned in A-Push, which is already a fever dream. Okay,
Eh.
then I have to read the subtitles, look at the dancing, look at the singing. I can't do that. So that's kind of how I feel with sub. I have to hear Japanese words. I don't want to hear that. I don't know. I want to hear English, and then I don't care if it matches up, and then I have to read, and then I have to figure out what actions they're doing. Then I got to ask Dammy, what are they talking about? Because I don't remember nobody's name. So I'd be like, remember that one that had that eye? Like, I don't remember nobody's names in no anime.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh,
That's a
and then
lot of-
Levi's.
That's a lot of layers.
I never finished this, and then I got this was thrifted. But yeah, we're yeah,
That's our Udid.
that's our Udid.
Guys, we even want to do Udids for so long.
for a minute. Honestly,
long
that's the
time.
first time I've ever heard somebody say that.
Out loud.
No, in real
Oh.
life.
In general?
I've only heard OOTD or Outfit of the Day.
Oh, in my head, I just,
Really?
phonically,
Udid?
Udid. Like, I know it's outfit of the day, but Udid just makes way more sense in my head.
How do you pronounce GRWM?
Grim? No.
Stupid.
No, that'd be dumb. That's stupid.
But yeah, we're gonna start doing. We didn't do it our first episode, but we're gonna start doing it now. And it's just like we were collecting these outfits like Infinity Stones. We're like, we're gonna wear this, we're gonna wear that. Like
We're literally sending like outfit videos to each other. Like, okay, this is day one, this is day two. Very much type A.
very much type A.
And like realistically, this is our first episode together alone. Like,
Alone, yeah.
I feel like yesterday we dived right into it. Like we had a guest. Oh
Yeah.
my god, y'all don't know we're filming back to back to back.
Yeah, and honestly,
Hello.
I don't know when this is gonna come out.
Yeah, we're filming. What's today? January 22nd.
Yeah.
So we don't know when this is coming out, but
That
we
part.
are literally filming back to back to back to back to back in a studio in one continuous week.
Yeah.
So next time y'all see us is gonna be
Literally-
literally now.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, on
Oh,
YouTube. Yeah.
I guess next time we see y'all will be months
Facts.
from now. So
Facts. Yeah, no, we this is good. Like I'm feeling good, but honestly, literally after this, we're going to change in the bathroom and then record again.
and do it again.
Mind you, we just worked a full day.
Yeah.
And yesterday I had maybe 3-4 hours. I was telling her it felt like Navy training because I had about like
We the seals.
no, literally I went to sleep at because my perm set didn't work. So I had to do my hair after coming back from Vegas. It was a whole thing. I went to sleep at 1:30, woke up at 3:30. unpacked and repacked, left at like 4:20. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I'm gonna miss my flight. Hold on, of course, I have really bad airplane or flight anxiety.
Yeah.
But I was like, Faith, just chill out. I need us to relax. We are not gonna have anxiety today, and it helped. I did, but it was lessened because I told myself like I'm stubborn.
Right.
Anyways, we get there and I shower. We don't even hug. We don't catch up. We don't do nothing. I literally, she's like,
we had a hug.
we had.
When I saw you downstairs, because remember Miguel was like, "Oh, have fun."
Yes, we did have a hug.
We
okay,
had a hug, but barely any time for that either.
Yeah,
We were really like fighting for our lives, and then we went to a JCPenney photo shoot, guys. All the TikToks, everybody think we in Target. We in JCPenney home section, bro.
No, literally. And if you're not, follow us on TikTok and follow us on Instagram because we got a plan.
Oh, and
We
we
gotta-
execute.
We're executing. Okay?
We had the plan. We just needed the platform.
Listen,
for
we
real.
was in JCPenney's, putting high heels on.
Going up and down an escalator.
Bro, you'll see it. Look, go on our TikTok to see. But no, we have, because I'm only here for 7 days, we have to go ham on
No turkey.
recording. Like and I'm not gonna see you again until, we're gonna see each other the most we've ever literally seen each other. But probably April.
Probably.
Yeah. But
And wait, really quick, because the JCPenney lady pissed me off
Literally?
badly. Like,
yeah.
so for context, I was looking for photographers here,
Yeah.
right? And I have a lady back in Vegas. Shout out Lotus Valentine photo shoot. She's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I'll probably put her photo somewhere over here.
She ate.
She's amazing. She did my grad photo shoot. Like, she's amazing, right? And so she gave me like, I think 30 edits out of a whole photo shoot, 3 outfits, right? So I was like, that's a pretty good deal because most photographers, if y'all know, sometimes they be scamming. They'll give you 3 edits and you've been shooting all night.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, let's find one in Jersey or find one in New York. The Jersey photographers, it was either maternity shoot. I said, well, neither of us are positive. It was either like babies when they're first born shoots,
Yeah.
or lingerie birthday shoots. And y'all know the ones with the balloon.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, there was not many options, bro. And then in New York, it was like we would have paid like $1,000 for 2 people to have 2 outfits, and we probably would got 5 edits out of that. And when I tell you they airbrushed you, like, we would not look like how we look. Y'all be like, who are those people? Because that's what it was giving. So I was just like, moms, it's giving JCPenney photo shoot again.
That part.
So that's what we did. And
Yeah.
it worked out well, but like the lady, she wouldn't let us book 2 sessions in a day.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? We're paying for both.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I saw you booked in different names, like, or different emails. And I said, I sure did,
Yeah.
because y'all was playing.
Yeah.
So then she called me, I'm at work, and she's like, yeah, so like, we can't have you come at 4 and 4:45 because we close at 5. And I said, okay, like, can we push it earlier? And she's like, yeah, but just know we only have 10-minute slots, so you need to get those pictures done in 10 minutes. I was like, well, then why do we have a time slot at 4 and then 4:45? Like, what are we gonna do in between that time?
That part.
And I said, we have 2 outfits. And she's like, oh, also, we're not going to let you go to the bathroom and change. So I don't know what you're going to do about that. And I said, well,
I didn't know
Well,
that one.
I said, are we going to get booty butt naked in JCPenney? Or what do you want us to do? Let me know, babe. Because what? Like, I'm literally in the hallway of L'Oreal arguing with this lady on the phone. We get there, and she's like, who did I talk to on the phone? I said, that was me.
In that tone.
Yeah, I said, that was me. Yeah, because you was acting crazy.
That part.
And then they were like acting like we couldn't do 2 photo shoots. We didn't bought a Groupon because we was like,
We bought 2 Groupons because we
there's
had 2 outfits.
there's no reason JCPenney should be charging $300 for us to do them little awkward friend photo shoots, bro. Like, she's like, a little to the left.
No, literally. And so, but the thing is, so we had established that we were going to do 2 different photo shoots.
Yeah.
So then, like, I'm holding Denaja's what's those things called?
My ankle.
Ankles. I'm holding her ankles. She on my back. Like, we doing the whole thing. And
Bro.
mind you, we don't have no real pictures. Like,
No. Like, we were literally like, maybe we should do some normal ones. Because literally, I'm on the ground. Like, I'm up here.
Yeah.
Like, back cracking. Like, it was embarrassing.
the whole night. And she's like, okay, next, you guys just want to go get dressed? I said, that was only 5 minutes. She's like, yeah, we're
we're
is one
splitting the
session.
time.
Yeah, and I was like, we don't even have no real photos. Like, we have a nice slideshow.
Bro, I'm dead ass in a plank. And she's like, okay, 5 minutes is up. I'm like,
Go to
bro,
the
what?
bathroom. And I was like, and literally Denaja got serious. And I was like, oh, here we go. And she's like, no, like, we're gonna play for 2 sessions. She's like,
Because this lady been playing with me all week. I
All-
said, no, we are getting our 2 sessions. We're paying for 2 sessions. What's the problem? And
She-
she talk about we can only use 1 Groupon a day. Just running this whole thing like it was literally the U.S. Marines. Like, you would have thought we were Navy SEALs in training.
like,
And I
she was-
said, bro, come on.
and she literally she was like, you know what? If they want to do 2, let them do 2. But it's gonna be extra. And I'm like, oh, okay, like how much? And she's like, it's gonna be $250 for that second photo shoot.
She just making prices up. Just freestyling that shit. I said, don't piss me off, bro.
Oh, I said, you know what? I looked at moms. I was like, not that we felt defeated, but I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna be here for 7 days. We're gonna figure it out.
Figure
Okay.
it out.
But it's pretty close to your house.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, we're just gonna do the white shirts, jeans, call it a day. Like, we went through war to get these photos for y'all. So y'all better like them and share them. Okay.
Please. Mind you, the girl, like, they literally only had 3 backgrounds. It was blue, white, and American flag. I said, well, we need something different.
And then I was like, can we use the white? She's like, oh, that one's broken. We'll fix it. Like,
bro, like, what are we running here?
oh, I was hot. I was
Pissed me off bad,
bro.
like,
It was a whole thing. Then we were like, you know what? Okay, so we did white shirts, whatever. It's like, so she set up sometime on Friday. So I was like, I'll just keep my Groupon. We'll do it on Friday. Then we were doing TikToks.
We literally got on these JCPenney pink high heels on my tippies. We're literally running through JCPenney. We're about to do literally like a whole skit on the bed. We was gonna bounce on the bed.
Yeah, it was literally a whole thing. And then she's like, you know, we have time. You guys can come back and change. And we were like, okay.
I kind of felt like,
Yeah, like
she'd be a nice all of a sudden.
It's because her boyfriend took some pictures.
That was her man?
She got real friendly with that. You know that he ran. He was like,
Yeah.
Hey. And I was like,
he looked as he did. Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah.
I said, I like you.
Yeah, I like, because I don't know. It was like, not
She
that
was in a mood.
not that she got some P word, but it felt like
Perhaps. Well, I mean, maybe not in that time.
no, but like
she didn't move the curtain.
No, well,
Perhaps. American flag.
that's stupid. But child, this is not even important in a freaking episode.
This isn't important, but I just thought y'all should know. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
we
we literally
went
went
through
through
a
hell
lot.
and back. We were in war over some JCPenney photos.
Yes, and literally like the back of my eyes, I said, "Hey, mom," I was like, "I feel like I'm getting Navy trained. Like the back of my eyes are literally
No,
hurting
really.
so bad."
It was
No,
basic training.
no,
like-
literally. And then I didn't take a nap yesterday,
No.
and I'm a napper, y'all.
She took a nap today. I came out. I said, where'd she go? Literally, it's just a lump in my bed. I said, oh, well.
I put my Modern Family on. I put my eye mask on, and I was like, "Go to sleep." Like I literally was talking to myself. I was like, "We have a long night ahead of us. Go to sleep." Because I had an hour and a half break. I said, "Go to sleep." After I had the pizza, that
She came to me, did that pizza have cheese on it?
it was not
I
good.
I didn't even look at the pizza. I just ate. I was so hungry afterwards. Yesterday, we didn't even mind you, we literally fee, fi, fo, fum through the snow to get to that pizza place.
Literally, my hands were blue. Like it was like I woke up and my hands were blue, and I was like, "This is a little bit scary."
I think we spoke a total of 5 words after filming yesterday.
Oh, we weren't. Oh, we didn't talk. And the thing is,
there was nothing to say. We was cold and hungry. There was literally nothing.
There was
to say.
nothing was funny. Nothing.
It wasn't shit.
No, literally, they was like, "My hands are so cold."
Because we have this big old suitcase we've been lugging around with all our outfits. So I'm like moving the suitcase, bro. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
But yeah.
I mean, what are our goals?
What are our goals? Okay, so for 2024, our goals are, you know what? We're not gonna do question of the week because we don't have time. So maybe we'll just do 2 next episode.
Might as well.
Love. Okay.
As y'all can see, we just,
we just going with the
we going
flow.
with the flow.
You know, we are type A Black girls, but I will say when we first started, I will say we were very much anal and stringent.
Yeah.
And now it's also maturity and stuff and just like life, going through life.
And realizing we're not gonna die
It's
if we
not
don't
that
do question of the
deep.
week.
It's not that deep. Like,
Now, if you told us this 2 years ago, we'd be like, why
No.
are we not doing question of the week? But
why
now
are we
we're just
doing
like,
RBT?
Oh my god.
Because that is so like that RBT has been since the beginning. That was a little bit hard. That was a little bit hard to let go.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to really update y'all. Well, I guess we just had RBT.
really
low key.
But I mean, realistically, we knew if we're gonna be filming 7 episodes every single day, like back to back to back,
Yeah,
there's only so many Rosebud and Thorn we can have in the span of 1 hour.
that part.
So like, be on the lookout for the Rosebud and Thorn episode where we
Facts.
basically just update you on all of our life instances
That
for the
part.
past season.
That part.
Yeah.
And we're definitely gonna have. We haven't figured out exactly, but by the time this comes out, we'll finalize what Patreon looks like
Yeah.
because we have a lot of goals, and we're gonna get into the Type A Black Girl goals. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna hit on Patreon during Type A Black Girl. So, for me, I said top 3, and then we started doing 5 and 6. But top 5/6 goals for 2024: explore Denver more, aka travel less. I'm in Jersey, or I'm in New York, than I did in 2023. But the thing is, my goal in 2023 was travel and concerts, and I did that. I did it up.
Down.
I did it up. I was on flights like there was no tomorrow. I was barely in that apartment.
Yeah.
But and then when I moved to Denver, I was like, okay. And if you're new here, I moved to Denver to live with my now fiance, which I'm not gonna hold you. Fiance just sounds very pretentious. I don't know.
Not to me.
I don't.
But you only get 2 years.
Literally.
To call him that.
You got me there.
Wear that shit out.
All right, you got me there. Okay, that's all I needed. And I think it's just me. I don't know where I got that from. Nobody has ever told me that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going my fiance to move in with my fiance.
Period.
And then also become a big sister. I keep on missing my fingerprinting session to do a background check, but I did apply to become a big sister, big brother, big sister. So I will be doing that on the weekends.
Girl, I had to really think. I said,
What?
I said, is Mama Charity expecting?
I literally had
to take a second.
Sorry, yeah.
In what sense?
Sorry, I really Dami was like, you need a hobby. Like, you can't just sleep. And I was like, okay, but I don't like spending money. I really don't like spending money on something that I don't know if I'm gonna like. Like, I hate that. So I was like, but I also want to give back, you know? So big brother, big sister, it's a hobby and I can give back, double whammy vibe. So doing that, also doing it afraid. I saw a lot of like, going 2023, going 2024, like just do it afraid. And I was like, you're onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking about social media, banishing overthinking, and just life in general. Like I will really like overthink. Like, oh my gosh, like should I? Even for example, there was these 2 guys at a 4-person table, and I was like, oh, should we ask them if we could sit there? And 6 months ago, I would have been like, well, let's just stand eat Chipotle. Like,
no, literally.
I would have not gone up to them, and I was like, hey, do you mind if I just sit here? They're like, yeah. It's like the worst they could say is no.
Literally, and they're not gonna fight us. They're not gonna be mad at us because we want to sit next to them. Like the repercussions that you have in your head are significantly smaller than what reality is.
Huge facts, and it's really hard. It's easier said than done. And I just got here, and I'm about to turn 20. I'm about to turn 25. It's crazy. I'm 24. Okay, we're not gonna say that. Not too much. Okay. Oh my goodness, frick. But yeah, doing it afraid has really been helping me. Like, I feel like I really care about what other people think, and it's just like, girl. I'm sure they actually just want to see you. Like, I think your fear of just doing it, like, if you just get over it, like, just get over yourself.
Yeah.
It's
and
really not that
deep.
deep.
The fear of rejection is a very hard fear to get over. Like, fear of heights, fear of, like, deep water, and then fear of rejection is, like, right under there.
Right.
For me, at least. Like,
I think mine is snakes, holes, and then rejection.
I forgot about snakes.
Yeah.
I don't even look at pictures of snakes.
Oh, I can't.
I don't know what happened on my For You page and who at TikTok I need to hurt. But whoever put Snake Island on my For You page, you're going to hell.
Bro, I'm literally covering up my thing because they're hearing you, bro. If I see snakes tonight, I'm not going.
Like, I was actually talking about this, like, how I think that snakes are a worse, like, out of any type of animal that you can be encountered with. Snakes and Komodo dragons. I just saw a video of a Komodo dragon swallow a baby deer whole. On Twitter. Baby deer is screaming still inside his stomach, like whole.
Screaming?
Didn't know they were that bad. Like,
would you rather see somebody having sex on Twitter or see a snake and a Komodo dragon?
Snake and Komodo dragon.
I think I'd rather see somebody having sex.
Oh, I flipped in my I was gonna say the sets is already there. Twitter sets is there every day. Like, I can see you liking it, bro. Everybody see your likes. No, for sure. I'd rather see the sets. I already see it every day.
Okay, I don't see it as often.
Maybe just people I follow.
Yeah, just be liking it, and I'm like, well, okay. Like I'm like, oh, whoa. But the thing is, on TikTok, they're like, at night, y'all know y'all be scrolling on Twitter, and I'm like, who?
At Twitter at night? Like, we're all in different time zones. Like, it sits here. Like, what are you talking about? No.
I didn't know people, like, that's like a second Pornhub a little bit.
I didn't know that either.
Like, that's not.
I remember one time I was on Twitter, and I remember I was in the car with my mom, and, like, you know when people had those, like, troll videos, and they'd be like, oh, you click it, and in the middle it start moaning?
Yeah.
That happened to me, but I was in the car with my mom, and she, like, I remember she was like, I laughed, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that was gonna come up. And she talked to me after, like, what was that about? And I said, you really think, first and foremost, I would do that with you in the car?
Come on now.
Bro, real.
Honestly, like, I mean, if my For You page was, I'm not For You page, to a Twitter page, I would literally have to just scroll dark.
Brightness down.
Brightness all the way down. Because you don't know, actually, that's what I do if I'm in public and, like, people can see over my shoulders. I just do it, Bank of America gets dark and Twitter gets dark because I don't know what I'm going to see on either.
it's really hit or miss.
It's really, and
It's like, no, like,
I don't like
write this down.
my checkings might have 81 cents, but it's just like,
Bro, when you got to put down the brightness because you're like, let me transfer.
let me
some
transfer,
savings.
bro. I was literally, bro, at Chipotle, I was like, okay, so I know I started off with 90
The
yesterday,
worst
but like,
part is like, you have money, but it's
But-
like, what account is it in?
no, it's and what card?
And what card?
Yeah,
No, literally. I had I did this like survey and they gave me a gift card as a reward. And I was like, that's cute.
yeah, that's
So I
nice.
added it to my Apple Pay and like I forgot that I used up the gift card. And I was at like, I think I was either at our cafe or something at work and I kept pressing it. I was like, why is Apple Pay not working? And he said, this says the card literally does not exist. And I'm like, well, that's crazy. So I'm like, do I need to call Chase? The whole time it's the gift card.
Sick
That's
work.
it. Yeah.
Sick work. Where
Hate
did
to
I
see it.
even? Okay, let me finish so you can get on to
Oh,
yours.
yeah.
Journaling. I have really gotten last year. I really relied heavily. No, when I moved, and I didn't have no money to pay rent, I got really into journaling, devotionaling more so. But
Yeah.
now journaling, just so I can look back and be like, what did my life look like? And like context of your life is so key because
Mhm.
like I could be like, oh, my life is so boring, and I realized I thrive in chaos, and when I don't have chaos, I think my life is so boring. But it's just like it's okay to be okay in the mundane.
Mhm.
It's really hard because my life has just been chaos after chaos after chaos. Like moving every year of my freaking life, stepdaddies every minute. Like we had a lot going on. Like my sister passing away. Like it was not one of my main two. My little sister passed away because of like a complication with her Down syndrome. More so the hospital's fault, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, like journaling and just thinking like I'm writing what my life is now and like how am I going to feel about it 2 months, 2 years, even 2 weeks. I'm sure it'll be different, but just like documenting. I love documenting my stuff. That's why I have my YouTube channel, my TikTok, and journaling. I guess is another one.
form of that.
Another form of that, exactly. For get a 700 credit score and get a travel rewards card. I traveled so much last year, and I was like, I could really be mad at myself because I screwed up my credit and I didn't get points this year. But I was like, there are literal people dying. Like it's okay. Like it's okay if you screw up your credit score. People like I have to put things in context. Like people have $65,000 in debt that isn't loans. It's literally them just being dumb and going to Greece on $3. You see what I'm saying? Like it could be worse. So like to make myself feel better, I have to compare. Like that's a good form of comparing. You know what? It could be worse. I could be in a crazy amount of debt because I backpacked through Europe and I had no business.
I didn't know people was really doing that. Like when I was on like seeing videos, people like I got 25K of credit card debt and like what are we spending? Like not even like day-to-day life expenses, just like they just wanted to buy something random.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get stressed out with my credit card if I'm like, okay, how much is that gonna be? Is that gonna be statement date, posting date? Like
Yeah.
I'm running the calculations in my head daily.
Huge facts.
Even if I have the money. So I don't understand how the 25K in debt even start. How do we get there?
Depression.
Like
Like truly, like it's depression.
No,
Like,
yeah.
if I'm depressed, I'm gonna swipe my card. Like I have a friend who he was just like, yeah, like I was just like, yeah, let me get a PS5, let me get an Xbox, let me just like, I think I want another phone, I think I want a MacBook, like just buying stuff so that you can have like that. I think it's serotonin or
Yeah.
whatever that thing is that boost when you swipe that card. Dopamine.
Dopamine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, but get a travel rewards card because I need them points.
yeah.
I really want them points.
Girl, the
Like,
points changed my life. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm like, yeah, like, I need them points. Like, when I start getting points, I'm feel like a grown girl, and I want to get a car so I can get in a lounge. Like, I'm a really feel like a grown girl when I get in a lounge. You see what I'm saying?
Period.
And Denver has, I want to say, a Capital One lounge. So I want to, like, and Denver, obviously, I live there, so I'm be there pretty often. So there, and then finally, prioritizing date nights and scheduling them in advance. So I'm actually going to, it's on my to-do list to do a So Far Sound. Have you heard of that?
No, what's
It's
that?
basically like you don't know who's going to be the artist or the
Oh.
artist until like 36 hours before. And so but you buy tickets in
Wow.
advance and it's just like we're all sitting on the ground and just like it's like very intimate like concert. And I really love me and Dammy really love concerts, and it's like we want to start doing alphabet dating, but also just like after he takes me out, then I take him out. Like it's just
Yeah.
like a back and forth. So really doing that, but I have it in my budget. It's just like where the frick are we going?
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want to let him down. And I want it to be fun too.
Yeah.
But not too expensive. And then also insert making class here. Like candle making class, jewelry making class, like or even doing something at the house. Just like something together. Because like now that we're engaged, it's like, okay, fun and good and great. We've always prioritized dating, but like really being intentional about it, because we could just get in the oh, let's just stay at the house, like going out and like
Making it an occasion.
like intentionally like, getting dressed, putting on makeup, you know, because I'm cool with staying in and watching anime and ordering food in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's like, that's not a date to me. And I'm like,
yeah. Shabuya.
no, that's what we do. Honestly, been doing, but it's like we make good money. We don't got no kids. We might not be able to prioritize date night when we have kids for, especially in those first 2 years. So let's do it now.
Yeah.
So those are mine. What are yours, moms?
For me, like the first thing I put on here was prioritize my physical health and my relationship with God 1st. So like both of those, mainly physical health, because I feel like I've realized, and maybe it's just been going on since my whole life, like I will really put my other priorities over my health.
Facts. Yeah.
And like we've had a lot of health scares in my family lately, to the point where it's like now I'm getting older, and it's not even to be like, oh my God, pushing 25, but it's like realistically, like youth is only so much. It has to come with lifestyle as well to really protect your health. And I feel like this past year really clicked for me, like health really is wealth, and I need to prioritize that first, because I've just been living. Like I'm just like, okay, you know, like I'll get to eating healthy later. Like I can't really have that prioritized now.
That part.
And exercising and just like really putting me first. And I feel like the times that I felt really good about myself. So I'm like, I feel like I need to make that a habit.
Yeah.
And also like I literally have, I don't think I've ever talked about like eating habits, but I have really struggled with eating habits for like a good portion of my life, to the point where my weight fluctuates so much. And I went to the doctor and I was like, oh, you know, weighed myself. And she was like, how much were you last time? I had lost like 10 pounds in a week.
Were you just not eating?
Like I literally was just so stressed that week. Like she was like, your weight has fluctuated so much. Like you need to really make that a priority before you make anything else priority, because you will pass out. Like you will literally be like, not able to do all the things you're saying you're doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, she might be onto something. She ate that one little thing. I need to be eating. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I need to eat that one little thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized like I will go a whole day without eating, or I'll be like, oh, I only had one meal today. And it's like, that's not healthy, you know? And I didn't realize it was really a problem until I went to the doctor, and she was like, yeah, we can't be doing that no more. So that's a really big like priority for me. And I feel like once I get that in order, a lot of other things will follow. Because I think that usually, like, when you have things you're focusing on, it's like a domino effect. Like, if I get the hardest thing done first, it makes the next thing that much easier.
Facts.
So I'm really working on that. And then also my relationship with God, like, I feel like I also kind of put it as maybe not a high of a priority in my past years. And now I'm like, that's something I really want to work towards, because at this point, I feel like I've done a lot last year and the previous couple years to really work on, like, career goals. I feel like I got the career I wanted. I feel like I did well in school. Like I did all these things that were very exterior, but like internal, like that intrinsic part is what I really want to work on this year. And I think that really starts with God. And we've had our like episode about God. And I think it really does start with like just starting the relationship. Like getting started is the hardest part.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a really big one. Number 2 was not rejecting myself before others can. Like this kind of goes into your like not overthinking things. Like I will literally be like, oh, like I can't go for that because I'm not qualified enough. Or I feel like, oh, like why would I try that? Like I'm probably not good at it. Like I'll doubt myself before someone else can. So I'm really working on this mindset of being like, why not me?
Facts.
Literally,
Huge.
why not me? Like if anyone else can get it, I can do it too.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
So like I had that mindset in college, and I feel like it got a little wonky once I moved and I was like dealing with post-grad life and like being a real adult in the real life and being like, this is up to me to build however my life looks, and whatever I do now affects me later. And I feel like I had to really like work on that why not me versus why me type of mindset.
Facts.
So I'm really trying to do that. And honestly, I just be signing up for stuff. Like I literally just be like, oh, like why not? Like I told her I'm going to go into the Drew Barrymore show.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that I could be like accepted into that. And I was like, okay, like I got those tickets, and I literally just wrote a paragraph on why I love Drew.
Love.
It worked. So like I'm just
She be in
taking
your face like this.
she be holding your hand. She be like, Oprah? Like, Oprah was like, girl, get off me. Like, Drew, shoot. I mean,
That's gonna be fun.
if you need a hug, go on that show.
No, facts.
But yeah, like I just really started taking like more risks with my personal life, like social life, and just trying to apply for more things and just put myself out there.
Yeah.
And I guess on that note, like I know we don't have roses, but something good that happened is that like there is this this group called Fortune and Forks that I've been looking at since like college. And they have a chapter in like New York, they have a chapter in LA, and one in Miami. And it's basically just like a group of like Black, I think they open it up to all, but mainly Black women that are in like media or beauty, entertainment, tech business spaces, and they just have like monthly dinners to
Oh,
just
love.
like connect and network.
Yeah.
And I was like, that'd be really cool. And then I started looking at the application. They was asking a lot of questions, and I was like, I don't know.
Um,
I was like, I don't know if I'm qualified enough to join something like this.
Yeah.
And I did an application last year, and I found out like I got in.
Oh, love.
So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like that's a product of me not counting myself out and being
Facts.
like, why? Like, should I be in those rooms? Like, am I
Mhm.
even what I feel like I have imposter syndrome
Yeah.
versus just putting it out there?
Facts.
And I just made my answers very personal. Like it was like, what are 3 things that you feel proud about? And it was like, it didn't have to be like a list of like on paper good accomplishments. It's like, what are things that I'm proud about in my own life of like how far I've come.
Yeah.
So once I started doing that, it really helped a lot. So that's,
Rihanna.
that's a good thing that came out of January this month because this
Oh,
month has been a
love.
lot.
Period. Yeah.
I call it the free trial month.
No, quite literally.
2024 starts on February 1st for me.
Okay.
Also a year of just finding new skills and like exploring what I'm curious about. Like I feel like maybe this is a type A syndrome
Mhm.
where like you'll decide, okay, like this is kind of the life path I want to go down. And you think you're supposed to be like stuck to that.
Mhm.
Being like, okay, well, I already invested so much time going to school I was an accounting major. I was like, I invested so much time in school being an accounting major. Like, I can't not do finance. Like, this is what I've been planning for years type of
Yeah.
thing. And it's like, I just realized like you can switch things up and not feel like you're losing something out of it.
You
or
wasted
like
that time.
all those years are worth nothing. Like
Yeah.
they are worth something. They got you here
Mhm.
type of thing. So I really am trying to explore different career paths
Yeah.
outside of my job. I'm
Girl.
not saying I'm quitting my job, just
No,
like things
never
on the
get that.
side. No,
Yeah.
never get this economy.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
But like things outside that I can just like do for fun that I think will be cool to explore. And it's like I get to live different lives in the same one.
Mhm.
So one of those things, and I feel like this is like all the stars aligning. My friend, he had like a party, right? And we went in. Shout out to Gennard. We went into the party and he was playing some music on the aughts, and I was like, Gennard, give me that playlist. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I got some songs to play, right?
Yeah.
I took that phone, and when I tell you, like to this day, me and my friend Tamia were like, we turned that party up.
Oh, this is whistle party.
This is whistle party.
Yes.
We had these whistles. We literally had that party jumping.
Mhm.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, like you good on aughts. Like you're good at that. And I remember my other friend was like, Denasia, like I love your music taste. Like let's just start playing, like sharing playlists and stuff. And I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
And I realized like music really is a huge part of my life. And
Mhm.
I forgot who told me. They were like, you could be like DJ D Nasty. I don't know why that would be the name. But I was like, maybe not that name.
Yeah.
But I was like, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And the other day, like last weekend, I was with Blair and we were at a bar and we met some guy. He was like, yeah, like I'm a lawyer and I manage like a creative agency on the side. And I manage like DJs and musicians just for
Mm.
fun.
Period.
And I was like, that's so cool.
That's
Like
amazing.
that duality.
No facts.
And he was like, yeah, like if you ever want to do something like that, you let me know.
Mm.
And I was like, actually, I would love to do DJing on the side.
Huge facts.
And
That'd
be
be
like,
fun.
Be like a finance girl by day, DJ by night.
That's real.
That would be so me. Like
that's real rom-com of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really want to look into that. And I think that might be what my next like 2024 hobby is just trying that out.
Mm.
Because the amount of times I've been at parties and I'm like, who's the DJ, bro? Because he sucks. They don't be playing no music for the girls.
Yeah, and that's what clubs are for. It's for the girls.
Get the girls dancing. Like, I
Yeah.
want to play music for the girls.
At the end of the day.
So that's something that I'm looking at, like just realizing that you can do things outside of your day-to-day job, make life fun.
Make life fun, yeah.
Not just live for the weekends, like have things that you're looking forward to throughout the week that isn't just your 9 to 5
Huge
if
facts.
you're a corporate girly.
That part.
Also learning to speak up for yourself even if your voice shakes.
Because it's gonna shake.
It's gonna shake. Like I really had to learn that this year with like a number of things of just being like, you know what, if I want to talk about something or if especially at work too, like learning where your footing is with like a corporate job and figuring out, okay, if I speak up on what I want or I don't like that or I like that, like, am I allowed to do that? What are the repercussions of it? Just say it. And as long as you have the right delivery, it'll get across the way you want it to.
Facts.
I really learned how to speak up for myself and learn how to say no too, which is really hard. Like as a people pleaser,
I think this is it is the year of people pleasing recovery. Like
Yeah.
it is the year of we need to stop people pleasing all 2024 and beyond.
Like-
It's harder. It's easier said than done.
yeah,
And you're gonna have anxiety with like really like real bad. Like you might not even be able to sleep. Like it's gonna be rough. You might not even want to eat. But after that conversations
yeah,
are done,
you're gonna feel a lot better.
so much better.
And you're going to put you first. Because the amount of times I've sacrificed my own comfort
Mm.
or my own just like stability because I'm just like afraid that someone else will get mad if I speak up about something.
I don't like people getting mad at me.
Me neither. It's a terrible feeling.
And well, you don't even know if they're going to get mad, but you're like, well, you know what?
The
I think it's
anxiety
that
of
the
it.
controlling factor. It's like, well, if I don't say anything, there's no way they can get mad.
Yeah.
Speak
Yeah.
up.
And literally, not only that, like, I was talking to my friend and she was like, I'm not gonna lie, Denasia, you let a lot of other people and other outside factors dictate your happiness.
Well, why
I said,
are you so
read me
out?
like a book,
Right.
like encyclopedia.
Can
what
I
are we
catch
doing?
a break? Gosh.
I said, damn, it's January 2nd. Like,
Right.
bro, come on. But she
was
ate with
right.
that. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? Like a lot of the people pleasing and a lot of the fear of rejection, like all these themes we're talking about really come from the fact that you internally either don't want to face the fact that you are relying on other people's like approval, I want to say, or like what they're going to say, or just the fear of rejection is holding you back from being happy,
Huge fact.
which is really scary. Like I have to be okay with if Denasia's happy, that's all I need.
That's all and I for growing up, it was like, okay, well, how can I make everybody else happy?
Yeah. Is everybody else content?
Is everybody
Okay,
good?
now
Okay.
I'm good.
Now I can focus on myself.
Now
Now
it
I
needs to
feel
be
good.
like, I'm good. Are y'all good?
And if y'all aren't, well,
They don't got nothing to do with me.
what can we do?
Yeah.
I done said what I need to say.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was really a really big thing that I'm learning. Also, this is the year of travel for me. Like I really feel like I've kind of prioritized it, but not to the way I probably could. And
Mhm.
like honestly, like we are young. This is the years to do
Facts.
that
No
before
kids.
we are with child.
That part.
So
Oh my goodness gracious, I'm scared, but no positives, like we said.
No
Any
positives.
Okay.
yeah, so I'm going to Africa this year and I'm
Love.
literally so excited. That's
Yeah.
like my most looking forward to trip. And I'm just very excited to see the world because I've been saying that for a long time, but not
Mhm.
really putting no flights down.
Yeah.
Or if it was like, it was just like short trips, but I haven't taken like a long trip. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to do that. And I think my last one, what did I put here? Oh yeah, year of not letting my comfort zone hold me back. Like
Mm.
I realize I do this thing where like I will go put myself out of my comfort zone. Like for example, moving out here was a
Yeah.
huge step for me.
Huge,
Like
yeah.
moving across the country by yourself is not for the weak.
Yeah.
And I really was on that stint of getting out of my comfort zone, meeting new people, made friends, yada 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 for like I'd say the first 6 to 9 months. Then I was like, okay, I met my friends, I moved, got the
Yeah.
job, like I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And I noticed myself getting comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Denasia, we can't do that. Like,
Can't.
stand up, girl. Like,
Yeah.
we need to keep on moving. You can't just get comfortable because now all of a sudden you've checked all those boxes. Just make new boxes now. Like,
Mhm.
you've closed that chapter now. Now you can open a new one.
Yeah.
So that was a really big thing for me too because I was like, okay, like I've kind of done a lot of things on my previous vision board. I don't know what to. There's
Well,
always something new to add.
Yeah. Huge facts.
Realistically.
Huge facts.
So yeah, that's 2024. It's looking
Yeah.
really good. It's looking very grown, very mature.
Very grown. Very almost 25.
I think these goals compared to where we were when we first started this podcast are night and day. 'Cause
Night and day.
Number one goal is just graduate, bro.
I was, and that was that iffy on my end for sure. I don't know if I ever said it, but
I think so. Like we were, because we talked about how you were stressed on that call. We was all like, "You got it."
I know, but I don't know if I ever said why.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I was a computer information system student, and I was in CS. You're sharing code, like you're not supposed to, but you're sharing code. So and you can't get lazy when sharing code. Just believe me, you cannot get lazy. So I got lazy. It was the end of the semester, and I copied and pasted this guy's code. And I didn't do the entire, I really did not even understand that class. I was trying to pass. And it was only because we were sharing code. So you make friends if you're struggling in STEM, okay? But just be smart when you're making these friends, okay? So little did I know, he got the code from another guy. So, and he had his whole, because you have to put in like your name, the class, the date,
Oh,
like
that's all in the code.
all in the code, okay? Obviously, as like a girl, I haven't coded in so long, I forgot what's called, as a comment. So he copied and pasted it, changed it, but he sent me the original code from this guy, this Asian guy. And the Asian part is very key, okay? Because they don't play about school, okay? So I copied, do they not? What? So just wait, okay? Because
Okay.
I feel bad to this day, okay? So copied and pasted his code, and I had to talk to like, so basically my I submitted it, okay, and I checked the thing that was like, oh, I did not plagiarize this, da 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 da,
Mm.
even though it had his comments, his code, this whole thing, okay. So he's like, I submitted it, and my professor's like, hey, like, this code was plagiarized. Like, you have to talk to basically like the dean of affairs.
Shoot.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I really just ruined my whole life. Like, got in a call, because at this time I was the closest to Kelly, Denasia, and Peyton. I was like, y'all, I need to get on a call. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I had to talk to the Dean of Affairs. From that time I got that email to when I set that call up to getting the call, like, I was stressed that whole time.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, like, I am so sorry. Like, I have a Cisco offer. I literally am going to, like, doing starting Cisco August 1st. Like,
Yeah.
I have to graduate. Like, what I need to do, I apologize. Like, I am so sorry, but like, I have to graduate.
What do you need me to do?
What do you need me to do? Like, I don't
Vibes,
know. I don't
for
know. I don't know what ended. I forgot what ended up happening, but basically he was like, it's okay. This is your first offense. Like, I'm so glad I was
Thank
smart.
God.
You know, this is your first offense. Like, we're just gonna, like, I think I just had a lower grade, you know, which
Yeah.
I got a whole letter grade cut.
As long as we pass it, baby.
Exactly.
C's get degrees.
C's get degrees. And I just had to do, like, I think really good on my final, but this was like one of the final things, you know?
Yeah.
So I think I got like a super, super low C, but the thing is, they made that guy, the initial guy, retake the class.
What? I didn't
Yes,
know
bro.
that.
Yes. I felt horrible to say. I don't even know who that kid was because it was an online class.
Wow.
Yes. Like, I literally ruined a whole kid's life. And you know that daddy was not playing.
Wait, so he got in more trouble because he was the one sharing it versus the person receiving? Wow.
I don't know what happened to that second kid, but he was like, hey, like, did you get a plagiarism complaint? And I was like, mm-mm. I don't want to have to fess up to you. Like, I really didn't. And the thing is, like, I was a senior, he was a junior.
Oh.
So it was like,
wow.
yeah, it was, it was that stress. Like, it's rough. So yeah, I definitely ruined some kid's life. If I saw him on a walk on the street, I would not know.
I have no idea.
No idea.
That makes sense though. Like I remember at UNLV during COVID, like this professor specifically was like sabotaging a student. Like, you know how in COVID when things first started, kicked off, like people was on Quizlet, people was on everything because no teachers had figured out no lockdown browser.
Facts.
Like it was really free for all. Like,
Yeah.
no, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember that I had a friend that was in engineering and he was like, my professor made a fake course hero with all answers, all
Mhm.
completely wrong.
Yep.
And the whole test was fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Made a completely wrong course hero. Any person that used those answers was immediately failing the class and had to retake it.
Yep.
And either like probably worse repercussions.
Yeah.
Like my accounting professors were like, this average ain't never been this high. What's going on?
Yeah. Chegg was my hero. I will say my first 2 years of computer science, and that switched.
Was my course hero.
Was my course hero. Like, Chegg, like, if you didn't have a Chegg membership, like, you weren't passing computer science unless you were just a genius. You see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But yeah, Chegg was my hero. Like, shout out to Chegg. I will say, like, that little money, it really I
was
feel like
gonna
it should have just, if you're going to college, you should at least just get a free membership to Chegg.
The thing is that to the point where like you even have to do all that just to pass, it's like ain't nobody even really learning.
I'm not going to hold you in computer science. Having to see how they did the code is like, if you really actually want to do it and like get ready for the exam, it is helpful because it's like, okay, how did they get there? Okay, so the instructions say this, they did an if statement for that. Okay, but if you're just copy and pasting, of course, it's not going to work. But
Yeah.
I will say Chegg did help. Like, when you get into STEM and like linear statistics and stuff like that, just seeing how they got the
The
answer.
example, bro.
The example really helps. Like, okay, well, these numbers aren't the same, but I know how they got that answer. I can plug in these. It really helps with STEM. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna hold you. Now, it does really suck because sometimes if you don't do the work, you're not doing the work. You see what I'm saying?
I think a lot of teachers just had an ego stroke by kind of like, okay. Like I remember I had so many professors that'd be like, yeah, no one's ever gotten an A in my class. You're a teller. Like you literally don't do your job well.
That part, you
Because
suck.
why is no one learning in your class? If
You
no
suck.
one, if the average is a 67, you're doing something wrong, bro.
Like, actually.
Like I think a lot of them do get an ego boost from being like, yeah, no one's passing this. Like
Yeah.
I got the hardest class on campus. Da-da-da-da.
What do you gain?
And I'm coming to your office hours. You telling me that? What am I supposed to do with that?
I want to pass.
That's all I want.
That I
I'm
didn't
trying to
put out-
walk across that stage.
That's it.
tassel.
That's literally
That's
it.
literally all. And get a job, babe. Please.
Okay. Now we here. We good. Every day we live.
Made it.
Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into our type of Black girl goals. Number 1, we want to be signed to an agency.
Bad.
Like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
Bad.
You see what I'm saying? We have been following actually a lot of agencies. Like, we have, I think last year we had plans. We didn't, but not really. Like we were just talking. Now, literally this whole, like, this is day 2. Anything we say, I like put in a doc. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do that. Like, which doctors need to go in? Like, we're being very
Marketing
intentional.
doc. Yeah,
we're being extremely intentional this year, moms. What's our second one?
Also, make a significant amount of money more than we spend. I'm not gonna lie, right now, we not breaking nowhere
kind
near
of
even.
Yeah, like at all.
Subscribe to Patreon.
So that's a major.
Like, realistically, it's just like, I mean, we knew how much money we were putting into it, but it's like, in order to even get things off the ground and get us to the point where we can have an agency look at us and be like, we want them in part of our group,
that part.
we have to put money down first. But
That
like,
part.
we realistically do want to have more sponsorships, more advertisers.
all
like,
the things.
all the things.
Yeah.
And it comes with a lot of work, but realistically, for as long as we're putting in, I feel like it'll come out.
Yeah,
But that's a significant goal for us.
significant, huge.
And y'all were asking about merch.
One big announcement at a time. Like, I know you guys loved those Type A Black Girl shirts, and I'm sure eventually we'll do something. But like, this is a lot. Like, this is a lot coming out of our pockets. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And merch, we were just running the random, like, the numbers of what's that, like, not random, that website. Not that be making shirts.
I know the one.
Yeah, the website be making shirts.
I know the one that make the shirts.
Exactly. So
For
be like,
school.
like, okay, let's say
Girl.
we ship these to Denasia. Let's say we get 30 smalls, 20 mediums, 10 larges, like whatever. Then, okay, per shirt, then we got to get them customized. They might even not even look that great. Now, what if y'all don't buy them? Now, Denasia got a whole bunch of Type A Black Girl shirts in the house. And her
In the
studio,
closet.
where honestly, she got so many clothes, I don't know where them boxes going to go.
Guys, it's not looking good. Remember how my closet broke the first year?
I'm not gonna hold you. I was looking at her. I was working. I looked over and I was like, her hangers are stuffed to the brim. Like, it was like you know how sometimes there's like maybe like a little bit of space between a hanger. It's like it was like that. Like it was like I don't.
She said what outfit are you wearing today? I said, girl, give me about 10 minutes to find it because I don't know.
It was like Chronicles of Narnia in there. I'm not gonna hold
No,
you.
yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Needless to say, it ain't no room for them 30 shirts, baby.
It's
we need
not.
to figure that out. And we also are not going to charge off $50 for a t-shirt.
We don't want to do that.
We're not them types.
Yeah, like we want to make money, but like we don't want to have to buy.
Not that bad. So
Yeah.
we're scamming y'all.
We don't want to have to buy a $35 shirt and then sell it for $50. You see what I'm saying?
make
Like
no
we don't want to do that. So that's a lot of analytics. We're working on getting signed to an agency, and what else is the other goal?
Also having more influencers on and kind of like expanding our reach. Like we realize there's a lot of influencers that probably align with what we talk about.
Yeah.
So like connecting with more people because right now a lot of our guests have really been people from our own personal lives.
Yeah. Actually, all.
Anyone we can text.
No, hey, no, like, and they'll answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we've had family on, we've had friends, like, but we want to start doing like interview style.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Of people we don't know, like really like figuring out like a hard hitting outline to be like, I know
what can you teach us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what?
And y'all.
Yeah. Like I love meeting new people.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? And like have we met any new people because of the pod? Other than our listeners,
Yeah, no.
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
And I really want to meet like new people. Like I want to not get starstruck when I see famous people, and I'm not there yet. But if we have some famous people on, I think it'll be less and less and less until we
Yeah.
get like a crazy. I'm like, oh, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
When Brent Fayez sitting right here in the middle. Bro, what was that last episode we said kicking your feet up? Bro, I'm about to be like Drew.
Oh, if Brent came on, you would
If Brent was
you would
here,
faint, bro.
I'm not even
Nah. I don't even know, bro.
Next topic.
Yeah. We want to hit 100K streams. We're actually very close, but I will
Yeah.
say, like we said, we spent some money on this, so y'all better share, okay? Y'all have been sharing. I will say, our girlies, our day one girlies, they share.
Oh, y'all are down, especially the girlies in the group chat. Can we just actually have a minute just to focus on y'all?
That part.
We love y'all down. There are
Facts.
times where we'll be like, we didn't even have to initiate a convo today. It's just like a community that is now running itself.
Facts.
And y'all are literally so supportive of us, of each other.
That
Like,
part.
it's actually beautiful to see. So
Yeah.
shout out to our girls that are in the day one chat.
Mm-hmm.
We might just name it that. Day one.
Day ones.
Day
Facts.
ones. Because realistically, y'all have really been riding hard for us. And
Yeah.
we know that if we needed to even do merch, y'all might even pay 50.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Because literally that's how supportive our girlies are. And
Yeah.
I was trying to explain that to some of our guests. Like, like, listen, this will be a community you are now enthralled in. So.
Yeah, don't be scared of our community. We don't have scary listeners. Like, they ride for us, but it's like, if we have you on, you're not about to say nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And if you do, well, we've said crazier. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really not that deep.
There's been
like,
why would you say that stuff we've said?
Like,
y'all could probably put a whole montage together.
that part. And that's why I'm glad it's at the end. Because it's like, as you progress through the episode, you're like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Then you get, why would you say that? And it's like, why would they say that?
But hopefully most people aren't waiting till
the end.
But I mean, now we only have an hour episodes.
So they're
maybe.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Either way is good. And then finally, we want to be at conferences or go to events, be invited to events like CultureCon, Essence, really Essence. Like,
Essence is our goal, guys.
Essence is our goal.
Essence is our goal. Like, I think just the idea of us being on a panel and talking to other Black podcasters or just Black creators in general about our process, because we really got this out the mud. Like, we started filming on an app on our phones in our rooms in college versus now us being in our first studio. Like, it's a lot that we learned as being entrepreneurs and podcasters that I think we could really talk about.
Facts.
And I think a lot of the other, like, it's a very small community of Black female podcasters. Yeah. But I've realized there aren't really many our age, for one.
Oh, no. They're like in their 30s.
Yeah. Like, I think as far as like 20-year-olds navigating our 20s and this kind of weird gap in our lives, there aren't many. So, like, if there are people listening that want to start their podcast, like, we want to be a resource to be like, this is how we did it. Like, this is how we navigated how much to share, privacy. This is how we navigated, like, our friendship during the podcast. Like, there's so many different layers that we didn't even know when we started this.
Had no clue.
And now, like, here we are. If we could have a panel at Essence talking about that.
Or even interviewing.
Yeah. Literally.
That, if we're going to make it happen.
Somebody get us in an article, bro. We got things to say.
It's going to happen. Like, we are like, tomorrow, we're not recording tomorrow, but we're going to have basically a vision board party together.
Yeah.
Only Type A Black girls. Like, we are going to be very intentional, and it's happening. Like, I'm not going to hold you, Danae. It really does have lucky girl syndrome. So it's going to rub off on Type A Black girls. And that, like, if not us, then who?
Why not us?
Why not us? Like,
that's literally like my mantra for the year. Why not?
Yeah, literally, why not? Like, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm just so excited for this year. Like, it feels really good. Fun things are gonna happen, and money is gonna come towards us, and we are gonna break more than even. Like, we could actually call this a side job, not a side hustle, a side job. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and in this economy, bro.
Girl, okay. But for our last little bit, let's just go ahead and do a round robin of top lessons we've learned in 2023. So I'll go ahead and go first. Therapy works, but you gotta do the outside work. Yeah.
Real talk.
Okay.
Stop people pleasing at your own expense, and also have a let them mentality. They don't like you, let them.
Okay. Like, well, okay. You gotta speak up for what you want. Stop overthinking and just ask or say. Okay, just do it.
Mouths don't get fed,
and I haven't been fed.
Man, I'm starving.
Right.
It's okay to relax. I saw a tweet that said we are our ancestors' like wildest dreams, not in the sense of like our careers and what we do, but the fact that we get to relax.
Yeah, because they was going in them fields for real. Is that what you think of ancestors?
No,
right?
It's just like, bro,
why would you say that?
Why would you say that? Yeah. But no, really, like they probably dreamed of just having a Sunday relaxing inside, reading, or just chilling or talking with your friends and having that downtime. Like that's honestly what's kind of helped me not feel guilty, because it's like we're not meant to be working like this.
Not
if we're real.
That part.
I'm supposed to be picking berries.
That's it. Having berries fed to me.
And now I'm paying taxes. What's going on?
Tech work ain't a lot of them too.
Well, that Orlando Bloom. Did y'all see that Orlando Bloom video?
What did he say?
He was Brown. Two very different Orlandos.
Very.
He was like, they got us paying for grapes. And
$8.
I said, he's not wrong.
$8.
That man, he's cracked out, but I don't think he lies.
Oh no, he doesn't lie.
He never lies.
Yeah.
He's an honest man.
He might say some insane thing, but he's not gonna lie.
He's never lied. Grapes are $8. That's the problem.
Stupid. My last one is relaxing is okay, but learning how to soberly relax is even better. I released my inhibitions a little bit too much last year. Like relaxing is good, but I'm an extremist. I went a little bit too ham. And also like kind of with my coping mechanisms, being more solution based. Okay, what's the solution? how can we get there?
Yeah.
Like it's
Instead of dwelling on the problem.
exactly like let's come on like and it really will save time.
Yeah.
Just don't dwell on it. How can we make this finalized
Yeah.
and just get the solution going and get it going. You see what I'm
Get it
saying?
going.
So moms, what are your last few?
Another one is for me to start recognizing when I get into them lulls.
Yeah.
So like for me, like I'll realize, and I don't want to call it like depressive episodes, but it's just like times where I'll be like, oh, like I haven't been outside. I've kind of been keeping to myself. I ain't been really talking to my friends as much. Like I'm isolating myself.
Yeah.
I'll have to catch myself doing that and be like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And it gets hard during the winter months, especially because seasonal depression
It's serious.
eats down.
Yeah.
And I think that I've started now noticing my patterns of like when I get into them lulls and I have to figure out how to get myself out.
Mhm.
But at least I now notice it.
Yeah.
Versus just being like, why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
And not really knowing why I feel that way or what the solution is at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's a big one for me. Also, you can't mess up anything that's meant for you.
Huge facts.
This has been so big for me. Like even down to relationships. Like there's so many things I learned this last year of being like in my first real relationship.
Yeah.
And I was just like overthinking a lot of things I was doing. And I was like, oh, like, is this the right thing to do? Like, am I being a good girlfriend? Like a lot of things that were just kind of really taking a toll on me. And I had to stop and remember, like, if this is meant to be, me not handling, like miscommunicating or me like making a small mistake isn't going to kill the relationship.
Huge facts.
Like if that happens, it wasn't meant for me.
That part.
And so like in relationships and just in life in general, like you're not going to ruin your career because you made one small mistake. If it's meant for you, it'll happen.
That part.
And it'll keep on happening.
Yeah.
And that was something I had to realize because overthinking once again.
Okay.
And also I saw this video and it said you only have to do it right once.
Mm.
And I said, I like that.
Yeah.
You only got to find the right partner once. You only got to find the right path for you once. Like there's so many things that you can just make multiple mistakes on. And then
Right.
once you do it right, you're good.
Yeah.
And that gave me a lot of peace
Yeah.
because that's hard.
Yeah.
And then last one was living out multiple versions of Denasia in the same timeline. Like that kind of goes into the like, I want to be a DJ. Like
Yeah.
I can do that on the side and not like I'm allowed to do that.
Mhm.
You know, like I have so many different versions of myself where I wanted to live in New York. I'm doing that now. Like live
Facts.
the like fashionista lifestyle in the city. I want to live on a beach and be like a surfer girl. I can't even swim. That don't matter. Like there's
Swim
different
lessons
things.
soon.
Those
Yeah.
exist. Like you can pursue multiple different things in your life and not feel like you're locked down to just one singular path.
Yeah.
And I feel like I really learned that in 2023 too. So
But
it's been a great year.
yeah. Honestly, this was a great episode. Honestly, it veered, but
That's what we do.
F what we ball vibes. Yeah.
If you new here, that's what we gonna do
That's what
anyway.
we're gonna do.
Like,
Facts. But if you love this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow on Instagram and TikTok and all the things in the description below. And we love you guys, and we will see you guys next episode.
And
Bye.
please submit questions to free suggestion bots.
Thank you.
We need
And
y'all.
subscribe to Patreon. Love you. Bye.
Love ya.